Hello, welcome to the video, and if you watched the last video, I think it's doing all right. It's doing pretty good. Today's Wednesday, it's 5 to 3. I'm not doing very well. I'm going to get on with this now. I don't know where I'm going to get with this video. I've no idea whether I'm going to finish the elephant, whether I'm going to do well with it. I have no idea. And the reason I have no idea is because... But anyhow, let's get on with this. Like, share, subscribe, because it does make a difference. I don't make a lot on these videos, I really don't, and it's more about sharing. It's about sharing, it's about other things, but it's about sharing. And you'll be able to see this little guy get a new lease of life. So let's get on with it. So I've lifted my stool up so that you can sit on here and you can watch what's going on there. But before I do that, I want to show you one of the reasons why I've sort of hit the pause button on this, and that's because of this. I got a piece of cardboard last week and found that this crack goes straight the way through. I then thought, well, hang on, this is, how far in is this thing going? And if I put the camera there, yeah, you can see light all the way down. Oh, this really isn't easy to show you. Right, there you go, all the way down, up there, up there, up there. And let's do it from the other side. So camera's there, camera's here up by the ear, and just look at that, just look at that, and it's crazy, all the way up to sort of here. So there's a gap from there down to about here by the ear. So I'm going to address that first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a couple of holes in, and I'm going to put a dowel. I'm going to put some dowels in. I'm not going to bolt it up. Some people might say, oh, just put a bolt in. No, I'm not doing that. It's structurally really quite sound, this joint is, but what I don't want is it to move anymore. So by drilling a hole, a couple of holes, and then putting a dowel in with glue on it, and make sure the dowel is just not too tight. I don't want to damage this thing, but just not too tight. And I'll put a groove down it so the glue can ooze out, back out. Then that should help. And if those dowels go in at different angles in different places, that should stop it falling apart. So let's try that. So the dowel is 11.38 and the drill is 11.33. So let's get on with it. I've had to think about where I'm drilling some of these, and one of them is down here. Can you still see? Right, there's one done. I'm not expecting that dowel to fit. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's great. There you go. That's pretty good. That's brilliant. Okay, more of those. So one there. I was thinking of hiding one. Can you guys see? I was thinking of hiding one here somewhere. Problem with here is it won't go through very much. So then I could go here, which I don't think would be too bad. Nice. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Let's have a look at that. So this one will drill down it again. There you go, that's as long as a pencil. That's nearly 5 inches, which is 120 mil. That's good, that's good. So that's another one, so that's 2. I'm thinking of putting one down there somewhere, so I think, and I didn't film that, I wanted to show you some of the muck and dust that fell out of that gap when I was trying to experiment with a piece of cardboard. This is some of the muck, and this is some of the wood. So I'll keep some of this. Some of this is filler, and some of it is wood. And there's a bit broken off somewhere around by his tail, so maybe I'll use this other piece of wood to repair his tail. On his tail there to repair that. So I'll keep that there as well. Right, let's find somewhere else to drill. I think I'm going to go round here and get another one in at that angle. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just making sure I don't go through where I've already got a dowel. Feels a little bit more loose. That's okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it onto its back. I'm going to clear all of this muck out of here and start looking at maybe pulling it together a little bit, run the drill through, and then put the dowel in and leave it overnight to dry off. Didn't spot those before. Must have already been there. Must be some nails or something behind those. Oh, you poor thing. Been in the wars a bit. So it did move a bit then, so I am concerned about it. But I think it'll be all right. Let's clean that muck out. We'll see what's going on. Right, I'm going to try and clear the sawdust. And I thought, what better way than running a saw through it, which can seem a bit crazy. There's a gap, there's a tight bit just there. The good thing about pushing a saw through is I know it's scratching inside as well, and while it's scratching inside, I'm going to put a strap around here in a bit. I'm going to put some glue in there. I'm going to put some glue together. I'm going to put a strap around it. I'm going to re-drill it, and then once I've re-drilled it, I'll then put the dowels in. So yeah, it's all sort of going on, isn't it? But I mean, poor thing's suffered a bit, hasn't it? Look at that. Let's try it from this side. Let's see what we can do. Oh, you are a bit. It's fighting me a bit. Wow. Hang on a sec. It doesn't want to come out. Yeah, I think I've just hit a screw. So that's good. I think there's a screw in there. So that's good to know. Poor thing. Right, so I've got my glue ready. I've got a ratchet strap around there where it should be okay. It's a little bit loose now. That's just moved a bit and I'm concerned a little bit, but there's definitely a screw or a bolt through there. I think for now I'm just going to glue it together, get some glue in, and then return to it tomorrow. But some of these gaps, some of these pieces of wood have moved previously and got bigger gaps. Something like this is closing up here, but it's bigger in the middle there. Right, let's put you there. Can you see if I do that? Can you see? Oh, you don't want to open. That's good. So it's springing back, which is a good thing. One of the reasons for being a little bit wary about this elephant was the unknown. At this point, so I'm doing this voiceover the next morning, and I remember as I was putting this glue on last night, I was thinking, so it's loose now, it's more loose now. Should I be taking the front end off? I don't know what to find in there. I don't know how bad it could be. I'd rather just try and fix it than potentially make it a lot worse and cost the customer a lot more money. So this loose bit here, I wasn't particularly happy with, but at the time I was thinking, right, okay, more glue, get some straps around it, get the dowels in, and tomorrow it'll be dry for me to then look at, revisit and see, shall I just put more dowels in? That could be the way to finish this, the way to make it structurally more sound, more dowels. So we'll see. Let's get some glue on this. So this is Type Bond 3. That's a bit lazy, going straight over the strap. I'll have to wipe that off in a bit. I'm allowing the glue to go into this crack, and it isn't a crack really, it's a split in between two blocks of wood. I don't think they were glued together. It's very dry in there. What's going on here is plenty of glue in the joint, because it is a jointed two pieces of wood together. So let's make sure we understand that it's not a crack in the wood itself. It's two pieces of wood that were knocked together and they're slowly working their way apart. That's what's happening, and it's made a crack in the finish around the outside. The glue is going in there, and it's going to be, when I strap it up, it's going to be where there's touch points, it will be holding the two pieces back together, which is great. Where it's not touching, the glue will be sealing the wood, and it will stop that wood absorbing any moisture, maybe going dry. It might stop woodworm going in, it could stop all sorts. We'll do that on the next part when we start putting the filler on. But yeah, I'm going to have to be crafty with how I get these two surfaces that aren't touching once it's strapped up, how I get the filler to actually adhere to them. But I've got one up my sleeve for that. Let's turn her over. It's gonna get messy. Wow, getting through a lot of glue. There's a lot of voids in there, but there you go, that's what happens. Yeah, there's some big holes in there. Right, let's turn it the right way up. Actually, let's see if I can ratchet her up a bit. She's moved up a bit. Bit more. Bit more. Wow, that's better. That's better. I could do with another one round here. Right. Let's see what we can do. That should be strong enough. If you want to have a look, that should be strong enough. I could do with taking it up higher to get a bit around there. That's opened slightly. Okay. Bit concerned about that opening, but this is closed down here, so some of this is good. Glue's going everywhere. I think I need another one round the top. Let's see if I can get another one round the top. That's definitely better. Let me just one more click on there. There you go, one more click. I'm going to do the top now. Look at the state of that. Nice. Nice, just under the surface. So I can get to that one. I can't get to that one. Go, Bennett. You big heavy girl. Oh. I can get to this one. Oh. You are unbelievably heavy. Right. Get to that one. That deep. So let's go to there. Let's go to there. Next one. Let's go in there. Ooh, that's in. That's good. So I've got two good ones in, haven't I? That'll do. Right, that's it for now. That's it for tonight. I'm just going to turn it on its feet. I'm going to clean all the excess glue off. There's a lot of glue everywhere, but I've got a lot of the glue that had already come out. I've got that back in with those dowels. The dowels are a little bit of a loose fit, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that the glue it's type 1-3. It's a great glue. With that fresh wood in there and glue around it, gluing onto each piece should make it more stable. I didn't want to bolt it up. I've pulled it as tight together as possible, so it's looking pretty good. Right, I'm quite pleased with that. Let me just show you. What I've got some really good touch points around here. I've got a brilliant touch point there that wasn't there before. I've got a touch point just under the middle here. I can still see through there, but I've got a good touch point there, which is great. I've got the two dowels in. I can feel I think I can put another dowel in there. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, she's leaking a bit of glue, but that's fine. I can scrape that off in the morning. She's looking pretty good. She's looking pretty good. I don't know whether to take that one off and let her just breathe a bit. I might, because that was tight before. I might just take some pressure off that. There you go. Pressure's off that one. She seems fine. She seems fine. I'd rather have a reasonable gap to fill than it be tight and not get any round here. I think I've pulled it back onto the dowel because that's touching at the bottom, so it sort of makes sense what's going on. And what I'll show you in the morning. I'll show you the next bit in the morning. Might even be able to sneak a dowel through there. Actually, I might look at a different size of dowel, maybe longer, thinner, doing key bits from other areas. Yeah, she's looking good, and there's not too much glue oozing out. As I say, all the glue, most of the glue that was on here has actually gone back inside. I mean, you can see, and don't forget, I've got big lumps off this. There were big lumps that fell out. You know, when you've got lumps like this falling out, yeah, there's more lumps in there of filler. Big lumps of filler, look at that. So, yeah, I'm getting there. Leave it to dry. All right, going home. Catch you in the morning. Ooh, nice and bright. It's 1 o'clock. I've come back. She's here and she's all dried off, hopefully. So I'll look at her in a second. And oh, look at that. You can still see through her. Poor thing. I've got to clear the spaces. I've got to clear the benches because I've got a class starting in 3/4 of an hour. So clear that bench. I've got to clear this bench. I've got to clear that bench, make space, and maybe get some more firewood together. But she's dry, and there's no glue runs to worry about around here. The good thing is this glue dries reasonably clean. No glue runs down there, no glue runs down there. There might be a bit underneath. Yeah, that's it's not looking bad. She looks better. There's nothing worse than seeing glue on it because because of the colour. But oh, you can see through there again. Look at that. See through there. Oh, she's going to need some more TLC. Anyhow, let's get her out the way. So I've got visitors in the workshop and it's really embarrassing. I've got my wife, I've got people in the workshop and I've got to do this while there's people around. I don't like doing it and she's laughing her head off, which isn't funny, is it? No. They're not used to me doing videos. I'm not used to doing them with people around really. It's easy with Matt. Come in, Matt, where are you? It's Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning and I've got to tidy up. Let me show you. Right, so getting on with that in a sec, but I've got to tidy up down here because I did some turning last night. No, I didn't. I did turning the night before last for Andrew for the end of his staff. I'm going to put just here. Just here is my Instagram account and you'll be able to see pictures of it on my Instagram account. So yeah, quick tidy up, put that on, and I've left my glasses at home so I can't see, so bear with me. So just put the sticky piece of paper over that, stop the glue running everywhere. And what do you think? Do you think this is Indian elephant? Do you think it's an African? I mean, the timber is quite fibrous. I'm thinking this is an Indian made piece. Obviously an Indian elephant, but it could be African. I don't know. You tell me what you think. The dust is quite fine, very fine. And I'm obviously having to put a fair bit of glue in there to make sure that all of these fibres, I'm not actually sucking it all out. I'm not actually blowing or hoovering the dust out. I'm just mixing it all around with plenty of glue, and then the dowel, which is doing, the dowels are doing a fabulous job. These dowels, by the way, are around I think they're about 11, just under ½ an inch if you're imperial. A pine, but a strong pine, not a rubbish piece of timber. I thought I'd share with you how I prepare the dowels, and this is basically what I do. I make sure they've got no wax or film on them by going over the card scraper, and then just chisel a groove or 2 or 3 grooves. And sometimes those grooves, if the timber's a bit rough, as you can see here, I might have some little splinters just sticking up. I'll leave those. That can help. That can all help, especially with knowing that there's a gap in between these, slight gap in between these 2 lumps that are being doweled together. And then I use another part of the dowel as a drift to set that dowel lower than the surface, that I've got room for the filler. So yeah, that's working out pretty good. And then again, as I have done, put this sort of little plaster of paper, sticky paper over it, so that it stops any glue running all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 1 that side, 3 this side. Feeling better about all this now. So structurally I've got 3 dowels one side, 2 the other, all at different angles, so this front will never fall off. Thought I'd just turn it onto its back and get rid of all this glue that's hanging out the bottom, bits and pieces here and there. There's a good amount of glue inside. It's done a lot of sealing, it's done a lot of bonding and holding, and yeah, I'm happy with this. So where are we? It's lunchtime, Saturday afternoon. I've done as many dowels in there. Let me just show you. I've really done as much as I can do. I've got 5 good dowels in there. There's things going on here. There's some serious hollows in here, which I think I will work on for the next video, and get some filling in there that's trapped in. I'm using this stuff. The people still haven't been in touch with me. I've emailed them twice now, but I can start filling and making it, get rid of some of this damage and the cracks. She's pretty structural now, so that's it. She's structural and she's happy, so she's lying on her back for a bit, but yeah, there's plenty of bits and pieces to do. So there you go. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, all the other things. Next video, more on the elephant, which will be great. And I've got a few things going on between now, the editing of this video, and the next video on this, because I've got a tree coming down. I haven't got the tree coming down. I'll insert a clip here. I'll insert a clip. You'll see that. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye. I think the crisscrossing now inside has blocked enough room sufficient for the light to not come through as much, so it doesn't look as bad, but I can still see inside.